Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out with world-renowned trainer Don Charles. Don, great to see you at the Southern Area Awards Show 2025. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. I always say God is great. How are you?
Yeah, even better to be in your company, Don. A lot of luminaries of the sport in here as well. Former fighters of yourself as well too. But you had a fight out recently. Jordan Thompson wasn't his night. Put in a good effort, but just fell a little bit short. Can you talk me through Jordan Thompson's defeat to Perro?
Yeah, basically, as you know, he's been at the ring for 2 years. And he's also been absent from myself for 3 years because we were working together 3 years ago. He left and he fought up a tire in that time and fell short. And this is our first fight back together. And yeah, he gave a good account of himself because we traveled to Florida, as you know, to fight Linear Pero. And like I always said to people, if we didn't believe as a team that we couldn't get the victory, we wouldn't have got on that plane. So we went there with intentions to win. And Jordan came up a bit short. Obviously, the ring rust is a main factor in his performance. He started pressing too late. And yeah, but I'm very proud of him, what he's had to go through, what he's been through in his absence from myself. We've reunited, and like I said, I couldn't be prouder for the performance he put up. Because he was expected to get blown out there by Pero. No such thing happened. It didn't come anywhere near that. We had a troubled round 9. Apart from that, it was pretty an even fight. But Pero, yes, he won on points.
I actually thought he looked really good and a lot more fuller at heavyweight, and with a bit more experience in the heavyweight game, he could really succeed there. What's the path for him? What fight would you like for him as he looks to gain that experience in the heavyweight division?
Yeah, like you quite rightly pointed out, the move up to in weight is really, really good because 6'7", a frame of a man, so he's a natural heavyweight, really. And I think you're going to see the best of Jordan Thompson campaigning in the heavyweight division. He's got all the attributes. He's going to bring the speed of a cruiserweight into the heavyweight division, and all the boxers who did that in most recent times that have moved up from cruiserweight to heavyweight to campaign at heavyweight. They've all done very, very well. Obviously, Usyk is an exception. Okay, a few of the boxers, like I said, have come up from the cruiserweight and they're making good waves in the heavyweight division. And Jordan, I expect him to do the same. Follow suit. Yeah, I think right now where he is, I think we're going to be campaigning at the British. There's so many British heavyweights, young, new crop of heavyweights. So I think there's a lot of fights that could be made for Jordan Thompson too, domestically, because he's never ever fought for the British title. Even as a cruiserweight, he didn't contest for the British title. I think as a heavyweight, I think that's what we're going to target.
Let's rewind to last night. We had Eubank Jr. versus Benn, the rematch. Conor Benn exacted revenge over the distance. Could have got him out there late, but Eubank Jr. was able to survive. What did you think of the fight?
Yeah, as expected, the weight is a big factor. Eubank, what he was able to do in the first encounter, he wasn't able to replicate that. Full credit to Conor Benn. Conor went away and did. Him and his coach Tony Sims. You have to absolutely admire what they've done. They went away, changed their game plan. It was like before. It was like a brawl in a telephone booth. The last encounter, but last night you saw Conor demonstrated that he can actually box, and I was really impressed with a lot of the things. It was punch perfect last night, it really was. And big congratulations to him, commiserations to Chris Eubank Jr. Honestly, he should not campaign at that weight. I think he's really dicing with his health to do that. It was like literally a shadow of himself in there last night. He couldn't get going. Full credit to Conor, but you could see that was not Christopher Eubank, who we know, in that ring last night.
So no third fight.
Not at that way, no way.
Does Eubank Jr. still have a place in big fights? He wants the likes of Canelo. He wants those type of fights. Maybe Hamza Shiraz is someone who wants him. Do you think those are routes for him? So if he wants to continue.
Well, who am I to tell somebody they shouldn't continue to do what they do for a living? But he really has to take a good look. And what is he fighting for now? Is it money? I believe he's made money. Legacy. He has legacy. Will always have legacy. It really has to. He's got twins on the way. It really has to, and he's 36, I believe. It really has to take stock and really look at his professional life to determine what he wants to do.
A couple of quick things. We're hearing that potentially we're going to be getting Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul in not an exhibition, but a real fight. Your thought on that fight if it does materialize?
Wow, that's a wow. Listen, the world we live in has changed to how we know it. So, anything is possible. And if that is what's happening, and it's not going to be an exhibition, I'm surprised at that because you just wouldn't put Jake Paul in the same ring as Anthony Joshua, surely. But if it's for real, then it's for real. May the best man win. And I know, come on, gosh, this is like, the world has changed, it really has.
Don, with Derek looking for his 50th and final fight and that being delayed until a further date, is there a possibility that his 50th and final fight might feature you in some form, considering your history, long storied history between the two of you?
I've been asked this before, and the answer is the same. If Derek reaches out to me, he hasn't as yet. If he does, of course, I'd love to do it because this kid, knowing what I know now, my findings over the years, how difficult it is to get into the boxing industry, and the way God has it, we met each other. We were good for each other. He was my entrance into this business. And otherwise, I've looked at it, how else would I have gotten into it? Not only getting into it, then to rise. It takes, honestly, it's quite frightening when I think about it. It might not have ever been had I not met Derek Chisora. Chance meeting in a petrol station. I'm currently writing a book at the moment, my autobiography, and it makes me, when I'm reading it, my ghostwriter obviously writing it with me, and when he types it and sends it to me, I'm reading it, I choke up all the time because when I look at all the things that have happened, I thought, oh my God, that happened, and it's almost like it's unreal. It's unreal. Yes, should he ask me to be there in any capacity, I'll be there to support him.
Lastly, trainer, writer, also podcaster with a podcast with an explosive first episode, which you can see on Seconds Out. What's next for the podcast?
Yeah, we're planning to do a weekly thing. I'm speaking with Robert Waterman of Seconds Out, and he's aiding me because he's very experienced in that field. So he's supporting me to be able to get this weekly podcast going. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it?
Who's going to be on there? Who do you want on there?
Oh, variety of people. There's so many topics we're going to be covering, even away from boxing. It's going to be 60% boxing, and the other 40% is diversified over different sports. It could be fashion, music, or other sports. Yeah, life. It's a lifestyle brand, Pug, and it's a lifestyle podcast.
I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.